Hey, what's up? Living in Lafayette vlog. Figure it's time to do it. It's almost 6 on Wednesday, the 3rd of July. I heard my roommate, he leaves at like 5:30 in the morning. I heard him get up, and that's kind of when I got up. And so I started working since then, since about 6. Just laying in bed. And I did it until about 8:30, and then I slept again. I kind of felt like I needed a break, you know? Because yesterday I was totally, I hit the wall yesterday, man. Like my left leg was in excruciating pain, dude, no matter what I did. Even if I laid in bed, it was just in pain, just because from not exercising. So I just left the house on a short bike ride just because I had to just move my leg around a little bit. And I didn't want to ride on the rollers because I've got this weird block in my brain. Like I can't do it until I pay my friend off. But now I have $400 together I can pay him back some. So instead of owing him 9,500, and I'll owe him 9,100. So, you know, that'll be good enough, and I'll feel like it's new beginnings. And then I'll get paid from last week, next week, when I see him again. And then I'll be getting paid every week. So I'll be able to, so, and now I feel like on my timeline, I pretty much know what my timeline looks like, and I know where I'm at with it because I've been working on all the pages through the last like month or so. And I know, you know, so I basically know what I have to do and where I am. And I mean, it's a shitload that I have to do, but I feel like I've kind of taking off with it and moving. And, you know, I've been like, and I've gotten my brain back into timeline mode, you know, so I can do it. I can be more autopilot with it, and I don't have to be like concentrating like, okay, what am I going to do with that? And what am I going to do with that? And you can't, if you're going to concentrate like crazy, you can't be riding on rollers and concentrating like a motherfucker. I mean, you could probably do it with walking on a treadmill because the treadmill makes you walk and you have to. And you could kind of go into, and you know, you're more, I guess, biologically used to walking, you know, so you could conceivably walk and think, but not ride that. I mean, if you're thinking hard, you're just going to stop pedaling. So you have to be on some kind of brain candy to be able to do it on the computer. But I'm at brain candy mode, big time brain candy mode, no matter what happens, pretty much, with my timeline. So yeah. Yeah, maybe it'll be during the weekend, or maybe it'll be the first day that I don't work, after working again. Yeah, because see, I like the idea of not riding on the rollers at all because I feel like I can do even more, like I can work faster, and which is true. I mean, I guess I can work a little bit faster, not that much faster though, but it's just more relaxing to work. Like when I get on the rollers, it has to be at the right time because it has to be something that when I think about it, it's not going to like be depressing and like be something that I dread. It has to be something that I really look forward to. So I have to wait till the right time to get started on it. So I'll probably, I think what I'll do is I'll just wait until the next day where I'm not working, and then I'll get on those rollers. And then I may even get on the rollers on the days that I do work. If I come home early enough and I feel like I still have a little bit extra energy, and that's what I'll do. But until then, I'm just going to power through with the timeline as much as I can because I'm making progress, dude. I mean, it's coming forward. What I've been working on for the last couple of days and all of today, all yesterday and all today, is South Europe, BC. So, well, mainly South Europe, 500 to 0. That's a really important time and location in history. You know, this is like golden age of Greece, the Roman Republic. So, yeah, check it out, dude. 500 to 0, 1,000 to 500. Let me know. People never comment on my timeline. They act like it's invisible. People are like, you're not doing nothing. What are you doing? Same thing every day. Duh. It's like, what the fuck about my timeline, dude? Doesn't anybody ever say anything about my timelines? Creepy as fuck. But no, over the last couple weeks, 2 people have said cool timeline, though, in one of the comments. So that was pretty cool. But I mean, if people are confused by it, that's actually maybe a good thing for me, for the ego part of me, because that means I'm the only person who can see it. So then it's all mine. I get to claim all glory when it's finally done in about 5 years of working 15 hours a day. Yeah, it'll be about 5 more years. Maybe another 6 months or so until I can feel like this part where I'm working on is good enough so that I can work on the timeline explanation page and try to get help, financial help, because that way I wouldn't have to work and I could just work on this all the time, and then I could speed it up big time. Maybe even pay my friend off without having to work. But I mean, that's just me being dreamy. I mean, I'm not relying on that. That's for damn sure. But I will need. I mean, pretty soon. I mean, not pretty soon, but eventually, I will need to get a $2,500 program called Adobe Scene 7 for the photos. But before I do that, I have to prime all the photos because they're all in different like, what do you call them? Different suffixes. You got the PNGs and this and the that's and the same size. I need to be at the same size and all that. I'd have to do that first, but I have Photoshop for that. But anyways, I'm getting ahead of myself. There's a whole lot of stuff I have to do before that too. Right now, I'm putting the annual archons of Rome. That's not what they're called. That's what they're called in Athens. I'm gonna have to put those too. That's a lot. That's each leader for every year. They're called decemviri. No, they're not. They're called consul. Every year, new consul. Anyways, that's what I'm doing now. But last night I rented a movie. Last night I went out. Last night I cracked. Like I was saying, I cracked. My leg was hurting and I had to get out. And so I went out and I went to McDonald's and got a meal for the second time at that McDonald's, but the first time actually going in. And saw my neighbor in there. She works there. And then went over and got $10 of asthma pills just so I don't run out. I have 2 extra boxes now. I'm not really taking asthma pills, though. I pretty much don't need asthma pills now. I only get asthma if I smoke weed, and I did smoke the weed a little bit yesterday, that crappy stuff, which gave me asthma the rest of the day. But if I don't smoke anything, I pretty much don't need to take pills or inhaler. It's like my asthma's cured. So taking those inhalers all those years, it actually gave me asthma. It kept me from healing. I was dependent on those, but I'm actually glad they outlawed those. I was terrified at first, but then I got the pills, and I take the pills, and those keep me in shape, and then I don't even need the pills, so I don't really have asthma. Unless I kind of exercise induced, but I'm not worried about it. If I were to ride a lot, I'd be fine. So it's pretty cool. But yeah, that's what I did, and then I got this movie because somebody told me it was funny on YouTube. Identity Thief. Yeah, I thought it was okay. Whatever. Wasn't any better than the movies I've been seeing on YouTube. I've been seeing so many movies on YouTube for free. If I need brain candy, I just do that, dude. And there's plenty of movies, man. Especially lots of historical movies too that I should watch. I should get caught up on those. Yeah. And then I worked pretty late last night, and then kind of worked while I watched the movie, and then I passed out and I didn't even finish the movie. I finished the movie this morning, and then did a couple of request videos today. But it's still uploading. It takes forever to upload with me. It's like crazy slow. At least I can surf the internet and watch YouTube, but the upload is crazy slow. But there's a couple more requests. Somebody wanted me to do a video about slavery. I'll do that one tomorrow. And tomorrow though, my mom wants me to drive her friend to her house for a barbecue because her friend lives here in Lafayette. If it wasn't for that, I kind of wouldn't want to go. I'm kind of on a roll with this. Like if I take a day off, it's like I'm losing time on my timeline. If I take any time off, I freak out like that. If I go up and take a shower, I'm like, I'm losing time on my timeline. But I mean, I do. I've been listening to the history of Rome with Livy, but it's hard to concentrate on that while I'm working on the timeline. I guess I'm a danger. Dreaming, and then the different news stories. I've been listening to a lot of Trayvon Martin stuff. Since I did that video, I learned a lot more. Trayvon Martin. When I saw the George Zimmerman interview, I was like, maybe George Zimmerman was a good guy. But then I started studying more, and now I'm back on Trayvon Martin's side. I think George Zimmerman, I think he's full of shit. I think he made that shit up. Or else he's extremely stupid. They're both stupid. I mean, Trayvon Martin should have not punched him in the head. But I mean, who knows what happened? Maybe George Zimmerman attacked him and then allowed the kid to jump on top of him. The witnesses say that Trayvon Martin was on top punching him, so which was stupid of him. But he wasn't like in some gated community, like somebody mentioned on my site, on my video. He was in his own community. He was in the community of his dad's girlfriend. He was just going to get something to eat. So it's not like he was, the guy was just totally uptight, man. The guy was looking for trouble, George Zimmerman. And yeah, dude, he needs to get locked up, man. And I could do a part 2 on that. I could talk more, but yeah, he's just too many. When you see the interview, there's too many. It doesn't seem like he's making sense. I don't want to talk about all the examples, but the smirking and the changing his story halfway through and not remembering details. You'd remember details. Anyways, so that's that. Peace out.